In the first couple of days of Smash Ultimate's release, Luigi was considered to have been nerfed hard compared to Smash 4. But wow, have the people been wrong. Luigi mains have recently discovered just how much potential this character has, and in this video we are going to look at his insane down throw death combo that can kill at 0%. When getting a grab with Luigi, our goal is to get the longest possible combo that can still be finished with an up special sweet spot. We are going to look at one main combo and two variations of it that only work at specific percent. For our whole research and showcase, we went into the training mode and turned on stale moves, since staleness can make a difference. We also disabled the combo counter since it doesn't work anyways and just ruins the view. The main combo goes like this. At very low percent, start off with a down throw into a down air, fast fall and hit a neutral air, jump again with a down air, land with another down air, and finally finish with an up special. This combo works roughly from 0 to 20%, but it's very dependent on your opponent's weight. We will link a weight list of all characters in the description. Against very light characters, it only works at very low percent. That's because they start getting launched sooner, allowing them to tag the second down air. The more weight they have, the bigger the window gets, until eventually a few super heavy weights become too heavy. Against those, it doesn't work at too low percent, because then they can shield the final down air. You could do an up air at the end instead, but there's something even better that we'll talk about in a moment. The final down air often launches your opponent, but that is actually not a problem, since you can't tech grounded spikes in Ultimate. Now, the first variation helps us against those super heavyweights at exactly those and only those very low percent. For this one, we simply repeat the first down air to neutral air a second time before continuing. So the combo goes down throw, down air, neutral air, again down air, neutral air, and then down air to up special. Because your opponent is now at higher percent, they are stunned a bit longer after the down air, so they can't shield the final down air anymore. This combo can work from around 0 to 10% against the heaviest characters, but the lighter a character is, the smaller the window becomes, until eventually it doesn't work anymore because the down air's knockback becomes too high once again. The second variation is simpler and allows you to connect an up special at higher percent. For this one, you skip the first down air to neutral air. So the combo goes down throw to down air to another down air to up special. It can work from roughly 15 to 45%, but again depending on who your opponent is. Against light characters, it only works at low percent, but the heavier they get, the more percent they can have. If the percent are too high, the down air's knockback will also be too high. This happens sooner against light characters than heavy ones. And if the percent are too low, the second down air can be shielded again, which happens more easily if a character is heavier. These three variations allow you to connect an up special at the end and take out opponents at super early percent. We showed you when and how to connect all of these combos, but getting them doesn't always guarantee a kill. Against super heavy characters, the first variation should always lead into a kill. But once this one doesn't work anymore and you have to fall back to the standard one, it might not be enough to take a stock, even though you started out at higher percent. If the standard combo wouldn't kill yet, you can go for an up air instead of the final down air to add a little extra percent, but this one is harder to hit, especially versus smaller characters. Against medium weights, the standard one works pretty well and the second variation usually also kills. Light characters die almost always if you finish a combo, but at certain percent neither the standard combo nor the second variation actually connect. If you know the percent range as well, you can use pummeling to your advantage. Pummel 1 or 2 times after grabbing your opponent to add enough percent for a combo to work, or intentionally don't pummel at all if you fear that the knockback will be too high. Now, all of these percent ranges are estimates. Whether or not a combo really connects can get influenced by a few factors. If you yourself have more damage, you also have more rage. So your attacks deal more knockback and the combo will work at lower percent but will also stop working sooner. If you hit the same attack a few times, it becomes more and more stale. That means that it will deal less damage and knockback. For this combo, staleness can affect our outcome. For example, if Luigi's down air is really stale, the combo can work at higher percent since your opponents won't get launched that much. DI can also make a difference, especially for the down throw. If your opponent holds left or right on their control stick, they can influence their launch angle a bit. At low percent that barely matters, but at a little higher percent, the down throw angle changes enough to really throw you off. This is pretty much unreactable, which means that you have to read where they are going with your first down air. You either jump forward immediately or you stay in place. Okay, let's talk about a few things that can go wrong and some tips to help you get the combo easier. The first down air sweet spot can sometimes be hard to hit. It can help to delay the down air a bit after short hopping. You also have to hit the sweet spot of neutral air, so make sure you fast fall in time. When finishing after the last down air, you sometimes have to delay the up special, again to make sure you get the sweet spot and not just a coin. Alright, that's pretty much it. Of course, there are always some exceptions and more variations, but we try to keep it as simple as possible. What do you think? Does Luigi need a nerf, or are his other shortcomings enough for him to be balanced? Let us know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more videos like these. As always, thanks for watching, see you soon and stay beefy!